Welcome in to the DNVR Avalanche podcast, Free Skate Friday, Christmas shopping edition. Later in the show, we'll be helping you select some amazing Avalanche Christmas presents from your favorite website on the internet, eBay, as Evan continues to sport his wonderful eBay purchase himself there.
Yeah, I hope we don't find anything that I really want again.
We'll see, Evan. We'll see. I mean, I feel like you need to complete the ensemble with some kind of hat or a beanie or something, but
I don't know what would go with this.
Yeah, I guess what do you wear on your head for jog? Do you need like some Avalanche sunglasses or something? Like
90s sunglasses, big sunglasses.
There you go. We'll get to that in a little bit. We did want to talk about a little bit of news. Not a lot of good news,
No.
But let's start with something positive here. Avs prospect Bowen Byram named alternate captain for Team Canada at the WJCs. Not a big surprise, I think, given that this is his second year and all, but hey, it's something.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. I figured he was at least going to get a letter when post quarantine they sent him and Dylan Cousins out for the press conference. That probably just told you all you need to know. So, yeah, he's got an even bigger role now. It's a leadership role on that team. So, good for him, and hopefully he comes through with a nice tournament, assuming the tournament happens with what's going on. Yeah,
well, there you go. Whistle and a headband. Gym teacher Evan, that's what we need right here. Speaking of the WJC tournament, the bubble has been pretty much an unmitigated disaster. Team Canada's okay, but Team Sweden had 2 staff members test positive for COVID, putting them in quarantine. I don't know when they're allowed out, but much, much worse is Team Germany has had 8 players test positive, and I believe 2 staff members as well, so putting them up to 10 positive cases inside the bubble. They've been quarantined until December 24th, and they're scheduled to be Canada's first opponent on Christmas Day. And
does that even count the guy who left the hotel to go get his bag or whatever and broke quarantine?
Yeah, I don't know if that even counts that guy. So not good, to say the least. Yeah, I think the tournament is going to happen regardless, but I'm just not sure, as I caught my sneeze there. I'm not sure if it's going to be high quality given everything that's going on. And like Germany is a team Canada is expected to beat anyway, but that team is barely going to be able to ice something serviceable if they can't practice until the day before the games, and half their team can't even play.
Yeah, and that's assuming more people don't start to test positive, considering they've all been around each other.
Yep.
And what, Sweden just flew in on a plane with 2 other teams, and now they've got staff members testing positive, so it's not a good start. And it's not even counting the people that couldn't even come into the bubble. All the guys that had COVID that couldn't come in. You're looking at a tournament that maybe isn't what already wasn't going to be what you expected it to be, with players missing.
Yeah, I mean, really only Canada and I think Team USA are properly healthy teams. Sweden, I think they lost 4 players before they even went into the bubble. So it's just, it's not the usual WJCs, which is disappointing because it's a year where everyone's going to watch because there's no other hockey to watch, basically.
Yeah, and what USA had to leave someone. I don't know if he was going to. Was it Johnny Beecher who?
That sounds right. I don't know if it was
he either tested positive or was around someone, and they couldn't bring him onto the team. So even they had their, somebody to come into contact. So yeah, it's, I think everyone figured just the way the NHL went, once you got into the bubble, you're good. And sounds like that's not the case with the World Juniors. So it's just hopefully everything turns out well from here and they can get the tournament going. But it's going to be a little different this year.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're just kind of dealing with that as you go. Hope for the best, but I mean, there's no guarantee that the tournament even happens in any reasonable way. A couple of other curiosities going on here. First of all, in the NHL, there has been some chatter instead of actual news like we were hoping for today. The only real news is there's been some chatter that maybe there won't actually be a Canadian division at all. And neat, I guess. I don't. Instead of that being a good sign to me, it just sounds like a league that still has no idea what it's going to do. And the start of the season we're approaching 3 weeks away at this point.
Yeah, and we were hoping to get news today or tomorrow on what was going to happen, and now nobody knows what's going on. The Canadian division, I don't know how they're going to handle that then. You got to spread those teams around then, and they're going to be living out of hotels. They're not going to be happy because they're going to be away from their families, I would assume. So, yeah, the whole thing seemed like they were coming down with a plan, and now it's all falling apart again, and they got to come up with a whole new plan. So the division we expected for the Avs maybe is going to look a little bit different. Again. Yeah. Yeah, it's assuming they go by who is located where, which at this point doesn't matter because Canadian teams are not going to be anywhere near where they are. But what would we get? Edmonton? The Avs get Edmonton or Calgary or something like that. It's just
it's going to be a mess, basically.
Yeah.
A couple other news and notes from around the league as Chad is talking about. Henrik Lundqvist, I don't know. I guess technically Lundqvist didn't retire, but he's taking the year off, which is basically a retirement for him. And then Alex Steen officially retiring. These situations are always weird. Both of them not playing due to injury. So they're Washington and St. Louis can probably get away with LTIRing them, which is basically a necessity for both of them given the flat cap.
Yeah.
So
even Washington's still in trouble as far as the cap goes, even with that. The Steen one, I guess, because he officially announced, I think it's funny, he had a kid and he's like, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
But yeah, he officially announced his retirement, but it's still going to be on the books in some way. So it's not just going away to help them. So yeah, the Lundqvist one's a little weird where they found a heart condition and he just doesn't feel comfortable playing, talking to his doctors. So the way I read it is he left it open to where he could come back later this year if they feel comfortable.
Yeah, he definitely didn't say anything about retirement, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, he said he's going to take a few months. So it stinks. It stinks for him. It stinks for the Capitals because now they have no second goalie unless they're going Phoenix Copley. Talk about an unproven duo that would be. I did see talk about Craig Anderson to Washington for league minimum. It has to be league minimum. Looking at their cap situation, they're in trouble. So stinks for them. And yeah, Lundqvist was going to chase a cup. I'm not sure Washington was the team to do that with at this stage, but yeah, it's unfortunate everything that's going down. And then St. Louis, Steen wasn't a major contributor there anymore. So
honestly, it's just it's almost great cap relief for St. Louis.
Yeah.
If he's on IR anyway, I think. But
yeah, 1,000 games. Time to retire. You got a cup. Good for him.
He won me a couple of fantasy seasons back when he was still producing.
Yeah, I was going to say that couldn't have been recent.
Yeah, it was the early 2010s, I think. So.
Yeah.
But
then I also saw that Vegas. Someone said that Vegas is having like an unofficial training camp, which is just bizarre to me. Starting the 21st, but I imagine that's just a bunch of dudes.
Captain skates and
stuff. Yeah, captain skates. I've thought about going over to family sports, but I don't know what the protocol is.
Yeah, they might straight up just not let you in.
Yeah, this not a normal situation. Normally I can just walk in. Probably not the case this year.
So obviously we don't know the Big Green Monster. He didn't release anything other than he had one and is taking a couple months off. Basically, we don't know on the heart condition. There are things out there that are pretty easy to deal with. What Martin Kaut had, you get the surgery and you're basically fine after that. But I'm not going to speculate on what Hank has or doesn't have.
Yeah. So. And I mean, considering his age, it must have been found within the last recently, because we've never heard anything about this prior.
Played for over a decade and was just fine. So
yeah.
Anyway, we can take our first period break there. Let you guys know about DraftKings Sportsbook, my pick of the week. Denver Nuggets have another preseason game coming up. They are minus 180 favorites, but if you think they're going to cover against the Portland Trailblazers, they're only 4.5-point favorites, and you can get a little bit more money, only minus 122 there. So, look, I know you all like the big bet where you can make a lot of money on the underdog or whatever, but the reality is sometimes you just got to take the favorite and make the easy bet and win some money that way. So that's what I'm going with. I'm taking the Nuggets to beat the Trailblazers today. I think it's straightforward. I think it's easy. I love that there's something to bet on in Denver that isn't the Broncos, because they don't make me very much money.
I've been making some good money on some prop bets with them.
By betting against them mostly?
No, I always, for some reason, I have good luck with the, I'm a sucker. I bet on the receiving yards, things like that. And Hamler made me some good money the other day.
There you go. So if you like prop bets, maybe the Broncos can do okay for you, but I wouldn't bet on them to win too often.
Interceptions.
There you go. Anyway, you have a bunch of great options at DraftKings Sportsbook. They have different odds boosts every single day. And guess what? With basketball coming back on opening day proper, which is less than a week away now, you can bet on any team, and all they have to do is cover a 75-point spread. That is, as long as they lose by less than 75 points, you double your money. Pretty much free money at that point from DraftKings Sportsbook. So download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code DNVR when you sign up to get that 75-point spread on opening night for a shot to double your money. Again, code DNVR to get that bet opportunity on a new account for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Cygnus, it may have to do with COVID too, obviously. Obviously, every player should make their decisions for themselves about staying safe and things like that. And no disrespect to anyone who does decide to do so. So, let's see. The other kind of situation with the leagues going on right now, and another thing that we still just don't know about the NHL, is the AHL situation. The NHL are targeting a January 13th start date. The AHL has already announced they will not be starting before February 5th at the earliest. And even then, the AHL is not a league that is viable without gates. So first of all, very concerning for the AHL in general, but secondarily, more towards the NHL, they need some kind of a taxi squad, something to provide depth players for teams, because there's a very real chance that the AHL just doesn't happen this year.
Yeah, and if it does happen and you have a taxi squad, then you're looking at, you'd assume the taxi squad is going to be some of the better players from the AHL. Then you're looking at if they do get going, the quality of hockey might not be so great.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be interesting because, the NHL, you'd think the owners could survive without Gates for a little bit, especially Kroenke, someone like that who's a bajillionaire.
Yep.
AHL is not the case. They definitely need people in seats. So it's, you hope they can get by, but it's going to be interesting how they can get by, and what the product on the ice is really going to be once they actually do get going, assuming they do get going.
I mean, I hope that they do, but I just think it's certainly a tough situation when it comes to travel, especially for those guys. And AJ and I have talked about it on the show before, that especially teams like Edmonton, who have their AHL team down in Bakersfield, you can't call up a dude, have him cross the border and be good to go, because they have to quarantine.
Mm-hmm. Well, they might not have to worry about that anymore.
Maybe, but I don't know. With the NHL, nothing is solid. Nothing is consistent yet. Every day we wake up and we learn something new that could change tomorrow. So,
yeah, and it's just so many unknowns for something that it seemed like it's going to start in, the league was going to start in 3 weeks, and players were going to be in camp in a week and a half.
We could wake up on Monday and find out the season is not starting on the 13th. Honestly, every day they don't say anything, that seems more likely.
Yeah, and the target is no longer, because the longer we go with this, how realistic is 56 games? At some point you're going to have to, we're going to lose time here. You're going to have to cut down on the games, and we might be looking at that lockout year, 48 games, where that's maybe the target. So, yeah, hopefully they get this nailed down, because I think ultimately people want to see hockey, and that, these other leagues you look in the NBA, they're getting it done. They're able to figure this out. So people are hoping that the NHL can, and, eventually your hope that people are going to be allowed in the rinks here to see it, but just get things going and get some sort of plan here.
Yeah, something. So the public, even us, the non-public, are chomping at the bit to get some kind of solid information, and it's just not out there. But we do, while you wait, have Hassel Cattle Company, which equals hassle-free meat life. That's right. We brought you damn good beer. Now we're bringing you damn good beef. I had their burgers, and honestly, they're amazing. They have Wagyu burgers. Blue collar Wagyu is what they call it, because it's the best Wagyu that every man or woman can afford, and it's absolutely delicious. I mean, you cannot go wrong. You see the code there at the bottom of the screen. You use DNVR10 when you go to their website, hasslecattlecompany.com. That's HASSELL cattlecompany.com. You can get their meat box. You can set up to get it delivered to you every month, so you don't have to go shopping at the store all the time. They'll send you a whole package of meat, which is amazing. It usually includes that Wagyu beef as well, but they have rotating products through it. Trust me, if you're a meat eater, you need to get this product, because it's just delicious. Their hamburger won Food Network's Northeast Burger Jam, so it's not just me. This is a legit, actual people who know things about food say this burger is amazing. Go out there, go try it. If you want to try some of their other stuff, they have all sorts of different types of Wagyu, including smoked sausage, New York strip, beef bacon, Wagyu Franks, jerky flavors as well. So you just cannot go wrong with Hassel Cattle Company meat. Again, use that DNVR10 code at hasslecattlecompany.com to let them know who sent you. And orders over $200 get free shipping as well. All right, let's bring on our producer, Kale Sorbo. How you doing, Mr. Shaved Head 2.0 here?
Yes, I did shave my head a couple weeks ago, and again this morning, actually.
I was gonna say that looks a little fresh.
Yeah, this is very fresh. So we're rolling with it.
Our producer behind the scenes is ready to show off some. If you haven't done your Christmas shopping, last minute Avalanche eBay is the way to go. We did it for Black Friday. We're bringing it back as this is our last Friday show before Christmas. So, what do we got, Kale?
Right off the bat, got an old crew neck, circa 1996. It's looking. What do you guys think the price is?
I don't even think my head could fit in that hole.
And it's a
very small head hole.
Might have to stretch that out a little bit. It has the proper NHL logo on it for the time, but I've never seen the National Hockey League letter mark like that, so that's a little weird.
What size is that?
It's eBay size.
Yeah. Got some more pictures.
The tag is cut off.
How am I gonna wash it? I'm gonna ruin it.
$29.99.
I'll go 40.
It is 36.
36.
Evan, that's a dub for you.
Yeah, what's the shipping on that bad boy though?
Yeah,
that's where we always get hurt.
$9.90 there for the expedited.
From Wichita, Kansas. Shout out our Avs fans in Wichita, Kansas.
Expedited shipping. I could make it by Christmas.
Let me take the screen off and find another one for you guys real quick.
There you go. Yeah. Keep it in. We don't want to know the prices. The $80, a little expensive.
Oh, this one's awesome.
I'm ready for something good.
The internet never fails. How we're able to constantly find gems.
Right?
Oh,
God.
Look at this bad boy. You've got the 3D circle text. You've got Captain Joe holding the cup. I mean, what more could you want from a T-shirt other than non-yellowing collars?
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't tell if it's the wrinkles or if that thing's just dirty as hell.
Someone 100% smoked 2 packs a day in their shirt.
Yeah, definitely.
That Forsberg and then yeah.
Wow.
Got to get the copyright mark on there. Yeah, that is 100% the first day on the job with Photoshop. Someone discovered how to do a 3D letter mark.
It's just the 90s. The 90s was 3D everything because we have computers now.
And the washing tag has definitely been cut off that thing because that guy doesn't know how to wash that thing.
Yeah. All right. What do we think the price is?
I think it should be $5, so it's probably $25.
It's 3D, so I'm gonna go. It's of the time. I'll go 45.
45.
Better not be.
Evan on it today. Evan is on it today.
Free shipping too.
I guess you are the one that bought something from eBay here, so you know your market pretty well.
Wow.
Oh man! All right,
that reminds me of the Broncos Super Bowl hat I have from '98. That was kind of 3D too.
P.S. You might want to keep these links somewhere because every time we've done it before, people have asked for these eBay links to buy these things.
Okay, cool. All right.
They might not want them seeing these prices though.
Evan, do you need a matching set? Evan, do you need a matching set?
Ooh,
for your off
days. Different colors too. Is it a different design?
Yeah, the one I'm seeing on screen is infinitely better than the one you're wearing right now, Evan.
Wait, you like that one more?
Let's pull up the full track.
It's not a set. It's not a set.
Way better.
Pants hiding that we don't see.
That's true. No pants is a disappointment.
This is kind of dope, actually. I would rock the hell out of this.
That'd be a great windbreaker, legitimately.
All right, what do we think the price is? I think it's. I don't know. I'll go for you guys.
$50.
Yeah, that looks like a.
It looks nice, right?
It's like a thick jacket too. That's like an old school starter jacket there.
Yeah, I think it is starter.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
It's a large. This is so rad, actually.
You're not going to find this anymore.
Yeah, this is legit. It even looks in pretty good condition.
Sri
It's
Lanka.
got the tag.
It's got a tag. Thank God for that.
It's 100% nylon. That's what this bad boy
Oh,
is.
it's got the back collar with the Avalanche.
Avalanche. Dude, $50 might be low.
Well,
Yeah.
It's the same quality as mine, so I can tell you if you buy that, you're never going to be cold again. I'm going to go 90.
$90. Oh, man.
He had measurements, too.
He has like 32 by 26 or something.
That's a lot of pictures.
All right, Rudo, what's your guess?
I said 50. I think I have to stick with it, but $27. Someone go buy this right now.
I'm buying it right now.
And free shipping? Wow.
On stream.
Wow. He's like putting in his credit card information on the screen.
We're going to stop sharing that screen, but I'm sorry to everybody in the comments. I'm going to buy that right now.
That's a steal. That's like what my suit was, but I got pants. You won't get no pants.
That's true. That I was way better than the combo suit. That windbreaker was amazing. I don't even care.
That was a nice starter, too.
Like how we end up tricking ourselves. We're like, let's do an eBay segment for the show and have people watch it, and then it's just us that ends up buying the stuff.
How is that less than the shirt
I don't know.
and the sweater?
That's very
Gross shirt.
Yeah, a
all
stained
right.
shirt costs more than that sweet jacket.
I've got another good one.
Let's see.
Oh,
That one got the hood.
that's a tiny shirt. That was an optical
That's
illusion.
gotta be like a kid's jacket or something.
Well, it looks like a keychain.
That's
Wait.
a large. Is that a kid's large or is that a real large?
I thought that was a. See, I thought this was a Christmas ornament the first time I looked at it, because the chain hanging from the hanger.
It's. I think. Oh, right.
Ah!
Sorry, $50, but I'm trying to find the size to see if it's a
It said large on there.
youth
but
large. Yeah, so it's a youth large.
All right.
Okay. Oh, well, no.
Good.
That's
This is a
$50.
great Christmas present for the young Avs fan in your life between the ages of 9 and 12 years old.
Yeah. Look at the. It's even got like the hoodie.
Is this the same guy as the one selling the other one? Because this is like a father-son, father-daughter, wife-daughter type thing here.
Could be. All right.
Like the husband opens up his gift and it's the starter jacket, and then he looks at the kid. The kid's all sad, and he's like, "Wait, I got one for you."
There's
other
like lots of good vintage starter jackets on eBay right now. I gotta be honest. Like
it's the Christmas season, I guess.
If I could find my
Christmas
old
season.
starter Toronto Blue Jays jacket, I would sell it.
Oh, now I found another.
Blue Jays starter. jacket?
Yeah, I at the starter outlet up in Silverthorne, I bought one. I don't know why I picked the Blue Jays, but I did.
Okay.
All right, I've got another good one for people.
Oh God. Oh God.
Ooh,
Is that like a button up?
It's a bomber jacket.
Oh, starter again.
Starter's on fire right now. They're having a renaissance.
So you got this Avs bomber jacket. It's the wrong shade of red. That's the only issue I have with it.
Is that like the arms are longer than the body?
I don't know if that's normal for bomber jackets or not, but
I think it's just for weirdly shaped people like me.
it also could just be the angle that the picture is taken at.
Yeah.
To be honest,
No, bomber jackets are apparently very stylish.
bomber jackets are very stylish.
I would not know anything about that, but
this would be a big play in the hipster sports fan community. This would be a big play.
Steph, it looks like you wear that in the rain and it would be ruined.
Probably. What do we think the price on this guy is?
yeah.
I think it should be cheap, so it's going to be like $80 or something stupid.
Is that cheap? I don't.
It looks cheap to me. I don't know what to tell you.
I'll go 55.
41.
Evan, on fire today.
Not that bad.
And fast and free.
Wow.
There you go. Get it by December 24th. That one's getting there by Christmas.
See, I
Getting there
don't feel
for
like I
Christmas.
can justify a starter jacket, but I could justify that because that's a different look. That's
Yeah. Hey,
I'm trying to
I'm
fit
gonna
in with a
drop-
different crowd with that look.
I'm gonna drop this link in the chat because someone can actually get this by Christmas if they want.
there you go.
So links in the chat for anybody who wants it. That's pretty much it.
When you want to be a bodyguard like Val Nichushkin, this is the bomber jacket that you wear. So.
I think that's pretty sweet looking. I gotta be honest. I think there's some bits you could throw with that, like nice pair of black jeans, some boots. You got like a white button on underneath. You've got the bomber jacket on top with the Avs ball cap. Like in like a Denver sports community, like you would look bomb.
I still think the best item we saw today was that jacket that you're buying.
Which it has been purchased.
Okay.
Oh,
There
really?
you go. Dude, if I see another one of those, we're going to be twinsies. That's
Is there only one though? Because there was multiple of
there
this
could
bad
be,
boy.
there could be more than one. Evan's twin is out there somewhere in the tracksuit. Oh,
Yeah, they have to send in the same photo I took.
True. They do have to do that, or at least give me a had to do it to him photo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways,
Yeah. In the meantime,
do we have? Let's see. Is there any more good ones? I will pull it out.
while Kale is looking, we are sponsored by WGT Golf, the #1 gaming golf on mobile out there, loved by more than 20 million people around the world. We have a tournament live right now that you can play in by going to dnvrgolf.com to download and searching for DNVR4 to join our clubhouse. Once you join, all you have to do is play in the tournament, take a screenshot of your final score, and send it into info@thednvr.com. Do that by the end of the weekend, and you will be entered to win some free DNVR merch. I don't know if it can live up to some of the jackets we saw on the show today, but look, if you want to look cool, if you want to get an All Hail Kale shirt, if you want a 3-headed monster, something that people might actually not make fun of you for wearing, go to the DNVR Locker and buy some cool merch instead of eBay merch.
Nobody's making fun of me.
We've got a Ryan Koenigsberg special right here.
Oh, God.
Boom.
Oh, man.
Looks like my dog had
The,
a problem on it.
bleach tie-dye look, yeah.
It is a little gross, but it is very much.
Is that
RK.
Patrick Waugh? Like,
It
what
is
am I
Patrick
looking
Waugh.
at?
Is it just faded, or was that intentionally put as like semi-translucent Patrick Waugh on this?
I think the latter.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. What even?
What? The tag's not even centered.
I think
off
the
center.
tag
That's gonna
center,
bother me.
I think it's hanging off center.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Joy Athletic, never heard of them. Dude, someone took a red shirt and like screen printed Patrick Waugh poorly on it and then threw it in bleach is what happened here.
Yeah, that's
It is something Ryan Koenigsberg would wear, though, so gotta appreciate that. I also love how the white someone just very badly photoshopped.
Like, here it is. You still have half the hanger at the top.
Then they just like kinda cut around the background, like not even well. Parts of the shirt are missing. Like
That's like they put more work into that Photoshop that is poorly done than the actual shirt itself.
yes, they did.
RK like tie-dye, or does he like ugly crap?
Yeah,
like what is
vintage,
this?
like vintage, like ugly tie-dye is like kind of his thing.
Ugh.
Like I guarantee you, I could see him wearing this the entire playoff run next year. It's $35. That's a little bit too expensive.
Yeah, definitely too much. It would not pay
You
$35.
get the
not pay
starter
$35.
jacket.
I'd pay the shipping price for that.
Now, would you rather have that or the yellow stained shirt? We're seeing everything.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to take the screen off.
Let's do one more, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll find a good one then. If we're doing one more,
The final. Someone's got to buy this one, no matter what. Go in blind. Commit. All right.
Oh wow, this is something.
Oh boy.
This is something.
Oh my.
What?
Oh
Yeah, like that too.
Pro player ones. Yeah, I think it's the same company of your tracksuit that made it. So of course it's like it.
Oh, this is a Western Conference patch on the sleeves of this one.
They hadn't won the
Wow.
cup yet when this was made. I see. That
So-
looks like a winter jacket for sure.
Yeah, that's a ski jacket. Something. I like it.
Yeah, this would
I
like
like
I would
that
wear
it's
this
different
to ski.
colors.
Like
Like,
this looks really warm.
yeah, that's
Medium?
pro player. Does that say new or is that medium?
Medium.
A
Yeah.
medium. For anybody who's a medium-sized person like me. Okay, little
Yeah, why I don't they didn't need
miscellaneous white stain there. Don't love that.
great.
Don't love
That's
that.
unfortunate.
A little bit like you're wearing a smock with that red coming to a point at the top. It's a little weird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is a large, and I normally wear medium, so I was surprised how well it fit. So I'm concerned that would just show up and be
It
tiny.
would probably be too small for me as well.
Yeah,
I do like that though. I like the black.
You have a girlfriend / fiance / wife who is very into baggy, comfy clothing and is a huge fan of the Avalanche.
There
This
you
would be a great gift.
There you go. So,
So
I-
that's maybe a niche market, but
you know,
I think it could work.
it's eBay.
All right, what do we
Fine.
think the price on this guy
Oh,
is?
65.
Yeah, that's I've been high all day, so I'll say 50, but that's a heavy jacket.
I think it's like $75. I think this is going to be expensive.
$24.99.
Here's what I'm learning.
Ooh.
Avs stuff is way less expensive than Nuggets and Broncos stuff on eBay right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
So for the Avs fan, in your life,
Wow.
go
So,
hook up that
does
video.
it say how many there are?
Dude, this might be one of a kind.
Delivering 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, get your bike,
$8.25 shipping. It's just coming from Colorado Springs.
dude. It'll be here by Christmas. And like, are we single-handedly like propping up the Avalanche eBay market? Like, is
We
this
might be. We might be.
There's some good stuff on here.
Steph thinks it's dope, so you
So-
gotta buy it.
Wow.
Like
that's the rule?
Steph thinks it's dope, so you gotta buy it. That's how it works.
Can we never find anything like recent? Is it all just like old 90s crap?
Yeah.
Well, there's recent stuff, but it's all like generic and not fun
Like, here's
looking.
another hat with an Avalanche logo, and it's like, all right, whatever, man.
Nobody
Yeah.
today has style.
Like
back in
here's
the day.
like let me find something recent that's on here. Like there's just a bunch of recent jerseys you can buy, or like this is kind of recent
Yeah, that's
and it's just a regular sweater.
boring for sure.
So like I don't know.
The 2020s have no style, confirmed.
I think we might have more style, but that is what makes the outlandish stuff from the 90s so appealing.
It pops a little bit that way.
Pops a
know.
little bit that way.
I feel more stylish than anyone right now
Well,
in the history of life.
when you live in your own world, you feel what you want to feel, Evan.
Yes, this is true.
Anyway, we're going to get out of here for today's show. Thank you, everyone, for watching, listening, however you consume the podcast. I hope you consider spending your money at the DNVR Locker instead of these amazing eBay things that we show you. We have an amazing 90s shirt at the eBay Locker as well. You can get the Blink
Oh,
one.
carry me home.
Yeah, exactly. So even if that's your style, we got you covered at the DNVR Locker. We are going to get out of here with Chevalier Mortgage. Both Mike and Virginia have been in the business for over 15 years. You can call Virginia directly at 303-257-6578 or visit them at dnvrmortgage.com. And when you go there, you can get yourself, more importantly, sign up for a free consultation when it comes to things like your mortgage and buying a home, but also to win some free DNVR merch, either a shirt or a hat, just for free for going there and get yourself signed up. You might as well check it out. And Mike and Virginia will take care of you because they believe that your house is your largest asset. So, they'll take care of all of it from top to bottom, whether it's refinancing, whether it's purchasing your first home. They will walk you through everything step by step and get you exactly what you need and where you need to be. Michael Chevalier, NMLS 1931006. Virginia Chevalier, NMLS 1910631. That is it for us this week. Thank you, everybody, again. We will be back next week. AJ back on the show. We'll be there at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday. We're taking Christmas off, though. Anyway, hopefully there's some real good hockey news next week. But until then, we will see everybody next time. I have no music because I closed the tab. Sorry, everybody. Listen to me sing and stuff.